Hi Stitchy friends, welcome to Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. My name is Michelle. I go by Cheesecake and Cross Stitch over on Instagram as well as here on Floss Tube, and welcome to my little corner. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's sticking around, all my subscribers and anybody that's recently come on board, because I've had a little influx of people, so that's really nice, so thank you very much. And yeah, so we're going to crack on. I've been a little bit later than normal. I think I normally do mine around the 22nd, 23rd of the month, but I've just elongated it a little bit just so that I can get like a full month. And I think going forward, I'm going to probably do a Floss Tube around the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, that kind of depending on when my shifts fall, because I work for the NHS, so I use shift work, so it'll just fall somewhere in between that little bracket so that I get 4 months. Now, this month has been quite impressive for me, to be honest. I attribute that to Battle of the Whips, because obviously I had lots of whips that went into play and I got to work on them, which was so lovely. I really, really did enjoy Battle of the Whips. And definitely I'm going to do it next March, I think, as well. Just because I got to touch so many of my whips and get some good work on them, and I think that's why I've managed to like basically get quite a good amount of work done in March. It's not a normal amount for me, and you probably won't see this ever again until next March, but I'll go through all of that when I show you all of my whips and starts and finishes and things. So what have I been up to? So I went to Bristol City Day. I think that was the 1st of March on St David's Day. That was lovely. It was very much more relaxed. There was a slightly less people there this time, and it just had a really, really chilled vibe. And I met up with some people from the Sunday Stitching Club. We go to Total Bay Fabric, so hi guys. Yeah, it was really good fun. The next one is in May. You can get all the details on the Bristol Stitchers Facebook page. And yeah, if you'd like to have a go at going, it's really nice, chilled vibe. The food is delicious. I think the next one is in May. I don't think I'm going to go to that one, purely because of work schedule. But I would like to go to the one after if I can. And I think they're looking at doing like a full weekend one as well, so, and I do recommend it. It is a very, very chilled vibe. The food is amazing and the venue's lovely and the stitching area is really good as well, so if you want to check the details up for that, you can. So yeah, I did that. I bought a sewing machine. I've been looking for a sewing machine for a while. I don't know how to sew, just want to point that out. But I really, really want to learn so that I can do better finishes for the stuff that I make in my stitching, but also I would really, really love to make my own clothes. I don't know why, but I've got this complete like vision of living in a beautiful cottage in the middle of the country, walking around barefoot with flowers in my hair, and making my own clothes, with chickens that lay eggs that I eat for my breakfast, and making all the vegetables and just stitching and making and just living that really simple country living life. Like honestly, I really, really have that vibe going strong, and I blame Beatrix Potter because yeah, I watched like Miss Potter the other day with my mum and I was like, I just want to live in her house, like so idyllic. But yeah, so I bought a sewing machine from Lidl's, because once a year Lidl's have up there, like, you know, their funny aisles, they bring out like crafting stuff. So I'd been looking for a nice sewing machine and they had a Singer there. Now it's not the most like technical one or anything like that, it is a basic one, but I got it for £120, which is a bargain, because it's a good brand and it will do the job, especially because I am a complete beginner and I'm going to look into getting some lessons, and yeah, probably just doing simple things, you know, like pillowcases or something like that, to begin with. But I'm excited for that. So if anybody knows anybody that gives lessons or any like YouTube tutorials or anything, or like online classes or anything like that they think would be really good, I am all ears, let me know. Other than that, I've been slogging away at work. yeah, I work for the NHS, so I do shift work, and all my shifts have been like bunched together, which has meant I've had lots of shifts together, but also some time where I've had more days off than normal together because of the way my shifts have worked out. So I've got lots of stitching on those days because I've just been exhausted from work and not wanted to do much else. And on the days that I'm working, I'm not stitching, so well, not really stitching. I might do half an hour when I get home from work or something, but not really, to be honest, because I'm so tired because they're 12-hour shifts. So yeah, that's my little life update, which is not a lot, to be honest. But yeah, next month is a bit more of a social, busy with weddings and things like that, so it'll be cool. So I will sort of move on to whips and starts and finishes. So obviously I told you guys last time I was going to participate in Battle of the Whips. Now there are several versions. You will have seen on Instagram some people are doing things quite differently to others. They're just different. They're not wrong or anything like that. It's just different versions. The one that I followed was like a bracket system and like rounds. So I basically stitched from the 1st to the, I think the 14th, the 15th maybe, I don't know. And then the idea was whoever won on the last round, which had been against 2 whips, that I would fully finish, or not fully finish, but I don't mean like FFO, I'm into a full product, but like you would completely finish your piece, the one that won. So yeah, I did that. I got loads of progress. I had quite a few finishes off the back of that as well, and I didn't think I was anywhere close to finishing some of those things. So because I've got them mixed up in like, they're kind of mixed in with like starts, finishes and whips, I'm going to show you my finishes first, show you my starts, and then I'll do whips. So to begin with, I've got this one. So this one I'm going to show you is, I think it's the January Cotton and Twine box, Stitching My Way to Happiness, which was designed by Emma Condon for Cotton Twine. It was a gifted box. I'm very lucky that the lovely ladies from Cotton and Twine have gifted me quite a few of their boxes now. But I absolutely fell in love with this. And yeah, I'll show you. This is my finish. Oh, sorry, that was better. So this is actually the hoop that came in the box, and I don't think it's quite the right size for this piece. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in a hoop, but I am going to make it into something that goes onto my stitching room door. So I've got like it's not really a stitching room, it's like a craft room, which I keep all my supplies in. I don't actually stitch in there. I probably will sew in there once I get the sewing machine up and running. But I keep all my supplies there. And I'm going to put it on the door because it's just so beautiful. Look at it. So I'm either going to put it in a slightly bigger hoop, or I've got it's like a placemat, I think, like a cork placemat, which I might back this onto and then somehow get some like rope or something, not rope, like cord, and then put it on the door. Yeah. So that's my first finish. My second finish was a contender in my Battle of my Whips, and I actually finished it because of that. And it is I actually think it's called the Sumerian Garden Witch by the Witchy Stitcher, and it was such a coincidence that actually in March she bought this out as a Patreon design, but I got it as a Big Stitch exclusive. Sorry, the light is really bad here, and if you can hear the dog, I am so sorry. Yeah, I just love her, and I have found like a gothic-y frame to pop her in, and she's going to come out Halloween as part of my Halloween display. The second finish that I have is another contender of my Battle of the Whips, and probably one of my favourite projects to date. It was also a Big Stitch exclusive from Modern Folk Embroidery, Big Stitch Big Tree, and this was my actual winner of the Battle of the Whips. I kind of declared it myself because in the last battle between the two of them, I finished it, but I only had like one letter to do, which I left for it because I just didn't realise I was going to get so much done. I just love it so much. And the floss pack is the pastel floss pack by Paperbox Spreads. So yeah, I love it so much. So I can't wait to get that one framed, and that is gonna go on my Jacob wall. I'm gonna start a Jacob wall. Okay, so there we go, that's better. My next finish, I should have caveated this by saying I have 6 starts and 6 finishes. That's why it's an impressive month for me. That is not normal. I don't normally get that many starts or finishes. But anyway, this was a long-standing style that I had started like last March 2024. It's the Arctic Animals by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And it finished last month, and I stitched the bit at the bottom which says Arctic Animals and finished off the border. And just my back's that light is a bit. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that'll be better. There we are. Yeah, sorry, this light is streaming through, so I'm gonna have to think about what time of day I do this next time. Yeah, so I hadn't always like stayed on track with this. There's periods of time where I was like 2 or 3 months behind at times, but I did catch up. And I'd caught up like a good couple of months before the last part came out, like 2-3 months I was on track. So yeah, I finished it off. I'm so happy that I got that done. And then my next finish, so you might remember from my plans video for the year, I had decided to do a Christmas decoration every month. So I'd have 12, and I'd start the first one in December, so I didn't have to do one in December because obviously that would be a busy month. I did one for January, I did one for February, and this is March's, and this is by Historical Sampler. It is one of the gorgeous patterns which you will probably remember I absolutely fell in love with from the advent calendar. It is, there we go, the Gingerbread House. Now, it came with beautiful green Ada, but I am not really an Ada stitcher. And I decided that I was going to do it on this blue even weave from Coffee Craft Fabrics, so that it looked a bit like it was in a snowy sort of scene, a winter scene. So it's not going to be finished in the hoop. I am going to, properly FFO it this month actually, because I have a week off from work, so that's when I'll finish it. So that's that one. And my final finish, which was a really cheeky finish. I'm just gonna have a sip of my tea. It was a cheeky finish. I didn't think that I would get this finish in. It's also something that I worked on for the Battle of the Whips, and it was in the last round against Big Stitch Big Tree, but I decided not to stitch on it because I'd already finished the Big Stitch Big Tree. So I declared it the winner, which is slightly cheating, I suppose. So I felt like I wanted to get some work done on it, and actually just ended up finishing it. And here we go. It's Summer Valentine by the Free Flower. And I finished the rest of this little guy's legs and like his little shorts, and then the writing, and he was done. I actually don't know why it just took me so long to finish completely. I've been stitching it for ages, to be honest. I think since July. But I'm going to make it into a cute little pillow. I just love the pattern so much. Like, they're really cute. So those are my finishes. So I had 6 in total, which is never probably ever going to happen again. But I think I just had some things that were at that point, and injecting that kind of work on them during Battle of the Whips just helped me to get some really good progress. So although like it was quite intense at time, Battle of the Whips, actually I managed to get so much progress done on it. So I'll definitely have a go at it next year if I have enough whips. I say that like I'm not, like my whip list never changes because I get a finish and I start something new. So yes, probably in March I will be partaking in that. So I'm now going to move on to, I think, new start, sorry. These are in no order, by the way. So I started this stitch along. So I said at the beginning of the year, I was going to try and avoid stitch alongs, that I was going to finish Arctic Animals and then not do stitch alongs this year. Well, that very much went down the toilet, to be honest. because a historical sampler reached out to me and offered me their owl patchwork, which I completed last month. And then I couldn't resist the new one, so I bought that myself. And I saw the Fourth Wing one and the Lola Crow one. So Lola Crow is about to start this month, like this week, I think it is actually, the end of this week. And we all know how intense that is. You get 6 weeks to do the frame, and then there are weekly drops all the way until August. So from May into August is weekly drops. I think there's 2 weeks where there's a break, and that is it. So anyway, I digress. I decided that I was, let me just move that, going to start the Fourth Wing. I think it's called the Empyrean Sal from Forbidden Fibre. And because I am a big Fourth Wing fan, and that is where I'm at. So I've done parts 1 and parts 2. Parts 3, 4 and 5, the 5th one just came out yesterday, I think, yeah, which are like, the 5th one is like daggers all the way along here. There's another dragon up by here with lightning, and then there's Basgiath War College up by there. So I just love him, he's so cute. And I am stitching this in a mix of DMC and Roxy Floss, which has been like a pure pleasure. That dragon is all in Roxy Floss, and so is the lightning, beautiful. So that's been a pleasure. I need to get some more work on this. I did start late. I think they're like, I think they're 2 weekly. No, there might even be weekly drops actually. They're weekly drops. And I started this like, I want to say like last week. So there was 3 parts out anyway when I started it. So not last week, but the week before. Yeah. So, but I'm just gonna like mundle along as I do that. Like I'm not gonna catch up, and I'm not gonna keep up. So it will get done when it gets done. It's just very exciting, and I love it. And also, this bag, Canny Little Fox did for me in her new style of bag, and it's got little dragons on it, and I just love the back in it as well. She's really put a lot of thought in that. It's beautiful. Oh, this lighting, I'm so sorry. There we go. So that's that one with a new start. Then, this is a new bag from Oh So Alison. I've got like a proper thing about ducks at the moment. So this one is like got duckies on it. So this is a new start. This is a cotton and twine box that was gifted to me by the lovely ladies, and it is the one that's been designed by Yasmin's Made With Love, and I was so excited to receive this. And here is my start. So I have a few things that I need to do. There's a tall flower here, there's a little flower that comes off here, and I think there's a flower here with a birdie on it. So and a couple of pom-poms that are missing on that. So I think it's quite a good start, so I'm quite impressed with myself, but I really hope I can get some more stitches into that one soon. I honestly couldn't put it down, which is why I got quite a bit done on that one, but I really enjoyed it. So, and I'm so grateful that I was gifted that box. So that's that one. I have another bag by Oh So Alison. I love these angel bags, they're so beautiful. So, like even look at them. There we are. So this is a new start that I started for Battle of the Whips. It was the only new start that I had in the Battle of the Whips because I really wanted to concentrate on whips, which again I think is why I got so much progress done on them. But I will show you my little new start. I don't know if you can see that properly because of the light for me, but there. So this one I'm so lucky because I'd finished a few whips. I actually had to take them off my whip go board, and I put this one back on, and it was called for this month. So I get to work on this again, which I am not mad about because it's lovely. So the colours there's some Cottage Garden threads in there, so I'm very excited about working on this again. So this will get some love at some point this month. Yeah, so that's a new start. And then I've got, so this is another Ursa Allison bag. Another angel bag with beautiful backing. I mean, like, even that, look at that, it's beautiful. So this is a very special product. So I will show you this chart. I actually will show it to you. It's a Nashville purchase, and it's the Teresa Koga My Heart is Fed, which, so she teased this release by sharing the illustration that she had done, which I will show you. It's here. And I fell in love with it. However, on like my screen, the dress was like a lot more pinky in the illustration, and I was like, I love that. So when this one came out, and obviously Teresa Koga is quite prim, the colour of the dress wasn't quite how I envisaged it in my mind. So I decided that I was going to do my own conversion. So I have done my own conversion, and I also did it on I've done it on a piece of fabric that's got nothing to do with the cord for. It was a piece of fabric that I actually was on the Lindy Stitches website, as you do, and I've come across this fabric and I just fell in love with it. I think it's called Peachy something. I can't remember. It's Peachy something by Fiberlicious, and I just had to buy it. So, well, actually, I say that I had it in my basket for ages with a couple of others that I really liked, and I accidentally, and I mean this, accidentally pressed buy, because I was trying to like look at other things at the same time and come off of it to go onto the shop again, and I accidentally pressed it, and I thought, wow, that's fake, isn't it? So I got this in 2 other pieces of fabric. But anyway, I digress. This is my start on My Heart is Fed, and I've changed up some of the colours. The dress, I will show you what colour I'm doing the dress. Oh, I did not think this through. There we go, let's do this. Rachel from Talking Dog Stitchery helped me pick this out, but I'm doing it in Granium by Gentle Arts. So it's a bit different, and I've changed the greeny colour to a blue, and I've changed a brown for the cat as well, and then the others are like called for. So I think she's gonna look quite, I mean, that looks nothing at the moment, like you can't really even work out what it is, but that is my start. And I started that at the, I forgot to mention, I went to the Stash Starter one, which was excellent. That was just like on the weekend, so I started this then as part of one of my Nashville starts, so that was really exciting. Let me know if you went to that. I mean, I always feel too nervous to go into the stitching rooms, but I really like listening to the entertainment, so I listened to all like the guest duos, which was really good fun, and saw like the new class that's going to be for the new spring mingle, which looks really exciting. It looks like a much more less like low-key Jingle Ball. I think there's going to be one class and then some exclusive shopping, so let me know if you guys are going to that one as well. But that was my Nashville start, and I do hope I can get some work done on this month, but it's going to be quite an intense month, so we'll talk about that in plans. So finally, my final start, which I had yesterday. So this is a stitch along, and this is the Historical Sampler stitch along. So I was not gifted this. I bought the gift box myself because it was beautiful, and I love Historical Sampler, and as much as they've supported me, I want to support them because their products are just so beautiful. So I got the whole gift box because why would you not want to treat yourself to that beautiful gift box? That's what I did. Anyway, so I had the kit and I managed to get part 1 completed. Now don't ask me how, I have never ever done this. Let's see if I can get this, that's better. I've never managed to get a whole part done in one day, but I just could not put this down. I mean, filling in the birdhouse is a little hard going, and the white for the birds, because I'm not a fan of, I think it looks really pretty, but I'm not a fan of stitching white. I think a lot of people feel that way because the thread just feels like really gritty, stiff. I don't know what it is, but whereas the other floss is kind of like silky smooth, that is not the same, so it's a bit harder going. But like obviously the effect of it is really beautiful. And stitching these flowers, oh, they were dreamy in this one here. I love these colours, they're so beautiful. The colour palette is just stunning. Let me show you the colour palette. It's just, well, these were like, I haven't got everything that I got in the box, the gift set, but these beautiful lilac scissors. And let me just, I mean, how dreamy can you get? They are just, look at them, especially this section. Pinks, purples and blues are like my favourite colours, so I could not really ask for them, but like even the greens and these colours here, they're just stunning. So well done, Historical Sampler. I think you really pulled this one out the bag. And the stitch along is called Secret Garden. There's obviously still time to get this one. I think you can still get kits, and also PDFs are definitely available. So if you want to take part in this, you can. It is beautiful, and that's part 1, which was just released yesterday, so plenty of time to catch up. And there's 5 parts altogether. Oh, it's going to be stunning. I honestly can't wait. So yeah, I managed to get that one done. Now, obviously I finished that in one day, but I had the day off work. So that never happens to me. And also I had planned to spend the day stitching and not doing much else because I didn't feel that great yesterday. So that's literally all I did. That's not what's going to normally happen every time there's a drop for that, or for any stitch along. That is not my norm. I just wanted to caveat that. So 6 starts, 6 finishes. Not going to happen again. So I'm going to move on to whips. So this is the most stupidest, weeniest little starts, or like progress. So this was basically also in my, I couldn't think of that then, Battle of the Whips. But like I was working when Battle of the Whips happened, so sometimes I could only get a very, very small amount of stuff done after work. And I am disappointed with how much I managed to get on this, because this is a pattern I adore and want to get lots of work done on, because I have a goal, and it's the Quacker. So the only bit I managed to do was this little bit here. Again, I'm working with paint box threads in the greens, and this fabric is coffee craft fabric. So I have a goal to get this completed by the Big Stitch 26. So obviously, like, I had done this like the month before, this whole segment here, and I was hoping to do much more, and it just didn't happen. So this month I really will step this up now to try and get some amazing work done on it, but I love it. So yeah, just this little bit here, which was fun to stitch actually. I did it after work, after a 12-hour shift, but yeah, I would have liked to have done more, but there we go. This also a whip that I worked on. Again, I had to, it fell when I was working, so I didn't get anywhere near as much as I wanted done to it. But what I did get done, so this is the Advent Calendar by Crochet to Go. And I literally just managed to get the border done down there, and that's all I managed. And that's for the angel, and I love this, and it is on my whip go board, so I'm hoping it will come up and I'll give it some really good love. So my whip goes are like 5 hours as a minimum on each project, and I didn't choose, like some people choose 5 days, some people choose like a stitch count, because I don't use the software at the moment. I want to, but I'm not at the moment. I can't really track the stitches that well, and also 5 days just feels, when you've got a schedule like this, can be quite restrictive, like mine, like work schedule I mean. I just don't feel like I could do that and keep to my other stitching commitments that I have. So I chose 5 hours, and most of the time I stitch more than that on the WhipGo project. But what it does do for me personally, WhipGo, is lets me work on things that maybe I wouldn't pick up. And then once I'm working on them, I enjoy them March. So, because, you know, obviously, like, at one point you had the excitement from the new start, didn't you? So it's to get some work done on this. And this one is a long-standing project. Like, I don't think this will be finished by Christmas. It's probably going to take longer than that. But I just want to plug away at it. But it is on my whip board. And I've got, like, work on a Christmas whip, and I'm probably going to pull this one out for that as well. So the next whip I can show you, I surprised myself with this one. You know, like, I've only been stitching on even weave since, so it's just over a year now. So, like, I'm not an advanced stitcher. Like, I'm not a beginner, but I'm not an advanced stitcher. And there are some, like, charts that really intimidate me. And this is definitely one. But I really loved it, and I really wanted to give it a good go and try and stitch something like it. So I put this on my part of the whips so that I would pick it up, because I'm kind of frightened of it, but it made me less frightened of it, and I started to really enjoy it. And I'm really hoping to, you know, get some, so I want to get some stitches in this month. So I do have a stitching goal for this one, and it's just to work on it, like, one session a month, and then hopefully I will pick it up with some more. And I think definitely I won't be afraid of it now, because I've worked on it enough times, because it came up quite a few times. It was quite a popular one that people wanted to see work done on during Battle of the Whips, and that's my Bella Filipina Poison Apple. And I've just seen, well, not just, it was a few weeks ago, Stitched by Liz just finished her one, and oh, it made me want to pick this up so much more. And this is why sometimes I don't like having so many whips, because I just don't feel like I give the love that I want. Oh, by the way, that's a Needle Minder by Charlie Feathers. I just don't feel like I give the love to the whips I currently have. So at some point I need to stop doing all these new starts and give these some love. But I have quite a few projects which are, like, big, like this one, the Advent Calendar and the Quacker. They're huge. So you know, you need smaller ones as well. So the next one, my final whip to show you guys, is also someone that was on my Battle of the Whips, and a project that I adore. Oh, hang on, I have not taken the needle minders off this one. Let's see if I can read them. I've got two needle minders on here by, oh, hang on. The magnets are very strong, by Charlie Feathers. I bought a Stitch in London, actually. And this is Stitch in London exclusive pattern by Aspen's Made with Love. It's so beautiful. So I got a bit of work done on that as well. I think I did a lot of this. And this, I started the London bit as well. So again, this is one that I really making a mountain of molehill. I love working on it. It uses Roxy Floss. It's a gorgeous pattern, and I want to work on it so much. I didn't get to do as much as I want on this one as well because of where it fell. But it's just so beautiful, and I want to make the topper for the box. I can show you. This is the. Can you see it on that? Yeah. This one I'm doing, but I got both the colours for these two, so I'm doing pops of the Merlot. I think the colour is Merlot, the red, in this one as well. Just so, yeah, I love it so much. So hopefully it won't be this month that I get to work on it again, but hopefully soon I can work on that, and that's on my whip go board too. So hopefully once I get that, I won't be able to stop working on it. I put this in. And Yasmin was the guest designer there, obviously, and she made these amazing bags to put it in. So that is all my whips, my finishes, and my starts. A little bit of life update. So now, so I have a confession. I basically have an obscene amount of haul this month, which I'm not going to show you all. Because this video would be so long if I showed it to you. A lot of it was fabric, because I was desperately and frantically trying to find fabric to use for the Extraordinary Bird Salve by Lola Crow. I bought so much fabric for that because I just wasn't quite happy with my choices. And I participated in the Deadly Aquarium last year, which was my first Lola Crow, and I just wasn't happy with the fabric. It was not fabric that I use now. It was quite cheap fabric, I would say. It was even weave because I started it in early days of me using even weave, so I didn't really know about all the different hand-dyed fabrics and things. So and although the pattern looks beautiful, I wished I'd done it on different fabric. When I saw other people's fabric choices, so I wanted to make sure I got it great. So I bought loads of fabric. I also bought a Bisley and the Pip and Chip and set, so that is a big purchase. But I'd been saving for that, and I got like a pink one. So I put all the Pip and Chip, like, what they're called, bobbins in yesterday. So it's all set up ready for me to start bobbinating. I don't have a full set of DMC. I think I have about 150 colours, maybe a bit less actually. Maybe 130, something like that. So I need to bobbinate them, and then I'll just build up my collection as I go. I obviously bought floss and stuff for bits and pieces. So yeah, I am just going to show you the Nashville pattern purchases that I made, because obviously everyone participated, well, not everyone, but most people participated in Nashville. So I thought you might be interested to see what I got. So obviously you have seen My Heart is Fed, which was a new start, and I'm a big Teresa Kogut fan, but this is actually the first thing that I have stitched by her. I've got her Santa books, I'm in her Patreon, so I will be starting more stuff from her shortly. But yeah, so that's that one. I'm also a big Stacey Nash fan, and when I say a Stacey Nash fan, I like to collect her charts. So last year, I should mention, so last year was the first year I knew about Nashville Market, and I came to it pretty late to the game, and I did order some charts, but I didn't get many of the charts that I requested. I think I got like 2. I think I actually got 1. I think I got Maggie May, and that was it. And because of that, I decided I was going to order more, and then I would get some of them, which didn't happen. I ended up having everything but one thing. So, and I wasn't expecting it. And if I'd known that was going to be the case, I probably wouldn't have ordered as much and got stuff later on. So my order was quite big. So I got Maggie May first, and then in the summer market I got Fox and also Clovis and I think another one. And then at Big Stitch Victory I got Harriet, who was an exclusive at that time. It's now since been released. So I have her, and I actually have her with the floss back and everything, but I just haven't stitched her. And it's because I saw someone stitched them really tiny, and I wasn't sure what count they had used, like whether it was like a 46 count or whether they'd gone like 1/1 on 28 count or something. I wasn't sure. And then I found that when I went to Floss Friends, I saw like the little Harriet and the little Maggie May, and I was able to find out that I could stitch it on 28 count 1/1. So I've managed to track down fabric so that I can make them all really, really little. So that's why I've been collecting the charts. I think their animal crackers are adorable, so I had to get a Lily. So that's what I've got, and I have all the floss for her, so she's going to be the first animal cracker that I stitch, and I'm going to stitch her on 28 count 1/1. So we'll see. That's advanced for me too, so we'll see. So I have that one. I also got the adorable pear needle book with their little hedgehog. So I don't know when I'm going to stitch this one. I'm hoping it will be this year, but it might not be, so we'll just see. I also bought this pattern, which in my stitchy group caused a little stir because nobody else really liked this pattern, but I loved it. And it's by the Artsy Housewife, and it's the Florist, and I just love the colours, and I really, really love that cat. And I think I understand why people weren't keen on this pattern, because she has no head. Obviously her head is behind the vase of flowers, or the basket of flowers, but it's that cat looking up at her, like he's gigantic. Like cats aren't really that big, So I just liked that whimsical look at it. And I have ordered a floss pack from Roxy Floss Co. because they have done a conversion. So I'm going to be stitching this in Roxy Floss. It's on its way, I think. I ordered it quite a while ago. Hannah, the lovely Hannah, did the conversion for me, and then she's put it on the website. So if anybody else would like it, you can actually purchase it. So that's that one. I also, this is the first year I did it. Obviously last year was the first year I knew about it, but I didn't get this one last year. I just got it because I think it's a really nice memento. Yeah, I got the Nashville cookbook. So it actually has some really adorable patterns. Let's see if I might be able to find, I think they're all the patterns, so I don't think I can show you I think if I cover that, like the blue flower, that's one. And then there's also like some really good actual like recipes. I'm going to give you a quick flash because I really want to stitch this one. I think it's cute. Yeah, there's some recipes in there as well, so I'm going to have a little look and see what I want to stitch from that, and also what I would like to cook. So we'll go from there. And then also I had to buy some bits from the Night Garden range. I think it's really clever that they come up with these like palettes, and then people, you know, design patterns towards them. And you can buy a few. And I think I bought the floss pack, which was beautiful. I've never stitched with this floss before, so I'm really excited to do that. And I bought 2 patterns, and also I downloaded the free fairy pattern as well. So I think I can get 3 patterns worth done in this floss, because I think they said you could stitch quite a few with them because there's quite a lot in there. So I got the moon by Tiny Modernist, and I fell in love with this one. It is the Night Owl, and it's a new designer to me, Stitchy Prose or Prose, I don't know, by Holly Freeman. Anyway, I just thought that was gorgeous. There were so many I liked. I really liked the elephant as well, which I might get at some point. They're gorgeous. And then I got this pattern by Hello from Liz Matthews. I'm a big Hello from Liz Matthews fan. I think she's amazing. And what really stood out of this pattern that I like is the top one. So I think it's called Tattered Spring. There we go. And I love this saying on the pink pillow, "You belong among the wildflowers." I just think it's so beautiful. So that's the one I'm going to stitch. I don't think, and I'm not sure about the one at the bottom. Like, I think it's beautiful, but the one at the top is the one I want to stitch. And then when I saw these was a late edition, but I saw these and I thought they were adorable. And I really want to like step out my comfort zone and start stitching things that are a bit different to like just like picture type ones, like more 3D effects. But look, make eggs not war. Like, how cute is that? So I'll be stitching that at some point. I've got no plans like for when I do for that, but so this last one is also Nashville. I picked this up because I have a stitchy girl that I want to stitch one of these, and when I saw this pattern, I actually have the Santa Claus because he was in blue, a Jingle Ball exclusive. So it is the stocking, but I wanted to know how to make the stocking, so I bought the book. And plus the Teresa Kogut books, they are stunning. Look, I was trying not to show the pattern there, but I did. Let me see what, I mean, that front page there. And she's also said at the Nash Starter-thon that, I don't know if you can see this, but this here, she has like made fabric like this. So you can back it with the fabric, or even like cut the strip out and just do this rather than stitch it, because this is stitched. Like it is, even like those bits in there, like the beigey bit, it's stitched. It's not this, which I would have left. I think she said that too. And the top bit is stitched as well. So you can use the fabric if you want to, she said. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can show you. Like, they're so well illustrated. I mean, look. Oh, they're just stunning. I love her booklets. Like, even just to collect them and have them, like, I would never give them away. They're just so beautiful. So let's recap. We've done starts, finishes, whips, life updates, haul. I've confessed about the obscene amount of haul, which I'm not showing you because we'll be here all day. Plans. So Lola Crow sale starts soon with the frame that you get to do for 6 weeks. I will be starting later because I have loads of shifts coming up. I have like 72 hours worth of shifts in 8 days. So that's, I won't be stitching much during those 8 days. And that starts from tomorrow. So I'll start a little bit later. That's okay with the frame. I'm going to try and keep up as best as I can with the fourth wing and historical sampler cell, but there's no pressure. I will just, I don't really have it in my mindset that I'm going to be keeping up with them, but I'm going to be trying to stitch them. Whip Go goals, so I have my Whip Go, I can't remember the numbers, but I know the projects that are associated with them. So Verdant Cottage by Lola Crow came up, which I was really excited about because I did the mini start on it, so I want to give it some love. I also stitched it 1/2 on 36 count, and I discovered I don't like that, I want it to look fuller, so I might restart it and do 2 strands. So yeah, that came up. And then also Spring on Lock Lane by the Old Barn Stitching Co. I am going to stitch that as well because that's a Whip Go goal. So I'm really excited to get more progress on that one because it's a good start, but it could be better. So I'd like to give that some more love. So that was lovely that they came up. So I'll be stitching to my Whip Go goals, and also, so they are a priority, I guess, over everything, Whip Go. And then a Christmas decoration, and I'm planning to stitch the Lindy Stitches Christmas decoration from the ornament book for 2024 at the Jingle Ball, which is, I think it's called like Toronto Geese or something like that, I don't know. But it is a goose, I should say, flying in the sky with Santa Claus on it, and there's like a little scene at the bottom, which I think is Toronto. So I'm going to stitch that one as my Christmas decoration, and that's for stitchery plans. That's pretty much it. I have got no retreats or anything planned. Or actually, I've completely lied to you. There is a retreat planned. So I am taking part in the Downton Abbey retreat by the Black Needle Society. I've never done one of their online retreats before, but I'm a big Downton Abbey fan. I've been rewatching the series. And the pattern is stunning. It is Downton Abbey, but it's in that Art Deco theme as well. I can't show it to you because my box hasn't arrived. It was sent quite a while ago, but it's in Timbuktu. Who knows where it is? So hopefully I can show you that to you next time. So that starts, like, I think on the 8th or the 9th of April. I have a week off after that, because the week after that. But I have a couple of days of that off, so I'll be participating where I can, and that'll be a new start as well. So I'll have Lola Crow and the Downton pattern as planned new starts. I don't think I'll fit anything else in with everything else I've got on. I think there was some things that I really wanted to start, but we'll just see. That's 3 starts anyway, isn't it? Because of the Christmas decoration, I feel like that probably is the limit. Yeah. So those are my stitching plans. That's the online retreat that I'm going to. I have a wedding that I'm going to. It's my cousin's daughter's wedding. So I'm really excited about that. That's for Kyra and Faye. So that would be lovely. Yeah. And that's it, really. Work otherwise. But it's been so lovely to catch up with you all. And I hope you have a lovely day and you get lots of stitching done. And I will see you next month. Bye.